Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? We're back again for the second time this week on air, at least, because we've been working our asses off on everything you can imagine. But anyway, welcome to the Wrestling Wire. I'm your host, Ron, and with me, as always, I'm trying to get this timing right.
Your Tino always looking Divino and we're wearing something Fino all the time. Baby, it's David Estacado and I'm here
Man,
live.
you got
And
a Samsung shirt on. You ain't Davino.
the hoodie,
More like
bro. The hoodie.
DeVito. More like DeVito.
Danny
Not Davino.
DeVito. No, I DeVito that joke. All right.
No.
Sponsorship, baby. Samsung.
What?
When you need a promo done the right way, get yourself a Samsung.
Dude, this is killing me. Y'all know Scott is running tonight as well. He had a 7 and an 8 o'clock show today, I believe, celebrating 500 episodes. Hell yeah, hashtag truth, man. Scott, we love you. You know that. If you ain't watching us, you need to be watching him. That's the way things
I agree. Yeah. Or and some other people.
At least for in the Carolinas wrestling market, you probably want to watch Scott Larson. Outside of us, you definitely need to be checking out Peaches and Power Bombs. We love them. They're great people.
Marie Shadows.
I don't know who that is.
She's in Jersey, but she's been on their show before.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And then
let's see,
the Buff and Stuff podcast.
Respect the Craft.
You listen to way more than I do because I
do.
Don't know those people.
I do.
Well, not only that, but I don't know them. We know Buff. I mean, Buff complimented the shit out of us over the weekend. We'll get to that probably around the 9 o'clock hour. We'll get to all that mess. But listen, the big hubbubaloo that's going on in professional wrestling.
What is this? Zubilee's? What is this? PBS Zubilee Zoo?
No. The hubbubaloo. It's like the. It's not the jargon because the jargon's a way of saying it, but it's the. It's the news. It's the big news going on right now.
Yes,
or the big noise making stuff. We'll go with the noise making stuff. You're looking at all kinds of fun and interesting factoids out there right now. You got Dave Meltzer having a meltdown on social media. What else is new, right? Douchebag Dave. He can't do anything better. So apparently his big thing is that AEW got 0.23 in the ratings and NXT got 0.22 in the ratings. That's his big point. But when you go look at the viewership numbers, NXT was ahead. I don't understand how that. I get how the ratings thing works because it's a specific age demographic. But when you're talking about raw viewership, I mean, man, ain't no kids buying tickets to the shows. Their parents or their grandparents are, or their aunts, their uncles, whatever. Somebody else is buying the tickets, not the kids. And then 18 to 25 or whatever their key market demographic is, most of them neckbeards is broke. And they get their money from somebody else or buying shit. 18, hey man, look, you muted yourself. Seriously, look at this class of climate today in 18 to 25-year-olds.
He said neckbeard. This man said neckbeard.
You do not. Well, that's because we've got. I'll deal with them later too. Fucking listen. I said neckbeard, and I'm not wrong because they're sitting in Mama's basement, waiting on meatloaf to get done, being cooked. And fondling themselves looking at bullshit pictures of anime on the internet.
Hey, I watch anime. Clearly.
Well, okay. Yes, I understand that. That's watching anime. You're not diddling yourself to some freaking character on the cartoon.
That's called hentai, but that's a conversation for another time.
Is anime porn. I understand that. That's anime porn. That's different. That's not the same thing. I'm talking about these bitches are watching Dragon Ball Z, and these dudes are playing with their pudding or double clicking their mouse or whatever you want to call it while watching some chick on there.
All right, Mr. Avenue Q.
No, dude. Like,
but I see what you're saying. There,
anyway, so those guys ain't making the money to buy the tickets.
Okay.
The people above that in their in their earnings class are the ones buying the tickets. We're buying tickets. I don't buy tickets still, but that's another ballgame. I just choose not to. I should have gone to the last Monday Night Raw. I found some really killer floor seats for a really good price. And I should have gone, but I didn't. Anyway, look, I don't give a damn what the rating was, predominantly because I'm not sure what it's going to do for them. Your flagship show is beating the training seminar that we're watching live on air. That's the way I feel about NXT. I mean, it's not that, NXT is not that bad. It's not a training thing, but give me a break. This is their up and comers against your well-knowns. What are they going to do? Give the credit to Cody Rhodes showing up and them doing the Spider-Man point spot? Was that the whole thing that made
he's invited to the cookout though?
I still don't understand that, but okay. I'm good.
I thought it was funny. He's invited to the cookout. I mean, NXT is doing great. I think it's just the vibe of the show. It's fantastic.
The product is fun, dude.
It's weird. Like it has that WWE feel, but it has that small arena, somewhat indie feel in a way.
It's the intimate setting. That's huge. I love the intimate setting for it. But when you got guys and ladies, look at Shawn Spears, man. Shawn Spears has wrestled around the world for other companies, including WWE, as Ty Dillinger. And he's on NXT. You ain't got that many people on NXT that have got that amount of experience.
Mm-hmm.
You got the one dude from I don't even think he's there anymore. Shit. He was one of the Viking Raiders or War Raiders or whatever. Or War Vikings or Viking Warriors, whatever they are. There's 75. Raiders. They've had 75 different names since the Indies or since Ring of Honor or whatever. But my whole thing is, why in the hell are this genre, these people that are just fresh out the Indies, whipping your team's ass every fucking time? Or you know what I'm saying? It should be a blowout game. It should be a blowout every week.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. I think Shawn Michaels hit it on the head when he said wrestling's cool and all, but it's the story that hooks everybody.
True.
I agree with Shawn. I agree with Shawn Michaels on this. A great story.
And that is a Hall of Famer saying that too. That is.
It's also now the grain of salt part of that is it's also being said by arguably the greatest ever period in-ring period worker ever period. There's y'all, so many people could say between Flair and Michaels. Michaels says Flair, Flair says Michaels. Mm-hmm. Everybody else in the world has said Flair, and Flair's like, don't look at me, bitch, and points at Shawn. I'm not going to argue with Ric Flair. I'll argue with a lot of people. Dave and I argued with you a fucking shitload this weekend. I am not going to argue.
It's never stops, really.
But I ain't arguing with Ric Flair. I ain't got the patience to have some 80-year-old dude try to woo and spit in my face. It's just not, I'm not with it. Like, I'm not okay. Oh, man. But what else do we got?
Let's see. I'm just going through.
There's a trademark thing. Tell me about the trademark thing you wanted to talk about.
Trademark thing? Yeah. I sent a lot to you. Let me see.
Yeah.
What we got here. Boom, boom, boom. Trademark. What was that?
The top
one. Oh, that's right. That is this. So, someone's name has seemingly been revealed via a new trademark application by the WWE. Whose name was that, Ron?
You want me to pronounce that shit? Is that that's why you did it? You dirty whore. You wanted me to fuck his name up. Hikalus.
There we go. All right. Yeah,
I got it.
You. Yeah.
Hikalus? Fuck, I was gonna say Hikaleos or some fuck. Jesus. Hikalu's. Okay. Hikalu's WWE. Who the fuck is Hikalu?
You said it earlier. We talked about it earlier, didn't we?
No, man. So that's Tama Tonga?
Maybe.
Because I know Tama Tonga's name is getting changed to Tala Tonga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
I
that
think.
wouldn't be it.
Well, unless they're bringing in Tonga Loa and they're going to make it Tama Tonga and Tala Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
That would make more sense to me. Tama and Tala.
Yeah.
But
Tala
I
Tonga.
don't know.
Yeah, it's Tala.
Yeah. See? They'd be the Tonga brothers at that point.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
It's going to be the Tongas versus the Usos at some point, and we're going to get a money out of that. That's going to be a good matchup.
That'd be dope.
Oh, yeah. Because they
there's a
hang
bunch
out at the cookout anyway.
Oh, hell yeah, of course.
Or, well, is it a cookout or is it something else? Because they're in Samoa. Is it still considered the cookout or is it considered the feast? Or the bonfire?
Feast?
We'll call it the bonfire for them.
The feast at the table. That's what. Just
No,
feast at the
we
table.
call it the bonfire for the Samoans. Instead of cookout, it's the bonfire.
Let's see. We got some weird news. People just posting just the weird dirt sheet stuff. Everyone's getting ready, arriving for Clash at the Castle in Glasgow.
Glasgow?
Let's see, guys. You know what I meant.
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Glasgow. Yeah, Scotland. Yeah. Oh,
Scotland.
we're gonna have to. I mean, we gotta do coverage on that. You know, we're gonna have to do the coverage.
Mhm.
On that. So we'll do a. preview.
We also there's what else? We have results from the last show, Battleground. What'd you
Did we
think?
cover that already?
Did we? I don't think we covered Battleground.
NXT, we didn't. We couldn't cover Battleground because that was freaking Sunday night.
Yeah.
When the hell did we get here? We got here Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dude, if you only knew the shit that's occurred since we got in the car Saturday to come here.
That's a lot.
It's gotten worse.
Mm.
It's gotten way worse. Shit's been ridiculous here, man.
Yeah, my schedule's kind of a little messed up too. So I feel you. No, we did not do Battleground.
Okay, so we gotta do Battlegrounds as well.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was the one they did in Vegas. That was a solid ass show too. We'll do a quick recap on that. Do you want to do that now? The recap on that, or what? What you want to do now?
Sure, we could do a quick recap.
Okay.
I know what. I don't think there's anything much else besides everybody getting ready for Clash at the Castle this weekend.
Yeah,
besides Jade lost her bag a couple hours ago, but that's what I saw. But
did she lose her bag, or did somebody else have an issue with that?
Oh,
well, so there's two other pieces of news, and then we'll hit the recap.
Yeah, because I know you wanted to talk about
the maximum male models or whatever are going to debut on AEW Collision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. Are they still running the same gimmick?
Probably not.
I don't know what they're doing.
And then let's see, Ricochet, but I think that's.
I think that's Fabe. I don't think that's real.
I mean, he's done, right? I think that's pretty much he's out on injury for a while. Probably not gonna get come back after that. Pretty much.
Off. Yeah, that's what I've got. He's written off. They just put out a brand new Ricochet shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. The one thing that did kind of catch me is because I watched it happen. On Monday night, his head hit the production truck. Rey Mysterio threw the dart at the wall again.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Kevin Nash, Rey Mysterio did that shit in WCW years and years ago? Well, when he hit his head, he didn't fall straight down. He flipped backwards. His head hit the concrete. The thud his head made on the concrete kind of concerned me, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a bit concerning. What the fuck is this? Oh, something fell on my feet and I didn't know what it was. It was a video game controller. My bad. Uh, but hey, what? That spot looked awful. That looked like it hurt. So I was legit concerned. And then he was making these weird noises. Then they slammed his ass through the windshield.
Yep. I wonder
Still,
who's paying for that. Is there a fine for that or no? Did they
I mean,
pay
it
for
was
the car? You
probably
think they paid for the car just to mess up the car? One
yeah,
of
it
those
was probably
situations.
a prop car, or it was or safe lights parked outside, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna smash your windshield. We need it replaced."
Yeah, true.
That's because safe light does it in like an hour, and you ain't getting out of that building in a fucking hour. I don't care
Nope.
who you are. That's not happening. So safe light probably had it fixed right then and there on the spot. They did it mobily. It's either that or it was a junk car, prop car, and nobody gives a rat's ass. But still, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with it. It was neat though. And the whole Samantha Irvin thing and her being upset and running and being in the ambulance and
Running
crying.
outside, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I am totally buying in that this is he's not gone. I really don't think he's gone.
I know some people are saying that that's it, that he's being written off. I mean, it was a nice emotional touch to it, you know. Having this lady miss being upset there for him.
I mean, okay.
And a lot of people say it's probably better for him because they feel like, you know, he was fumbled, he wasn't really used well enough. I mean, he wasn't able to do much of what he's able to do outside. You know, he was kind of watered down version of himself. Like, do you
Okay.
agree with that? What?
No, I don't. And here's the thing. I remember watching him King Ricochet on Lucha Underground. Okay? I remember watching Lucha Underground. I dug Lucha Underground.
You mean Prince Puma?
Prince Puma, yeah. Well, he was King Ricochet somewhere else.
Yeah.
And he was Prince Puma. He's been all over the place. But here's my thing, dude. Do you remember a wrestler by the name of Cesaro? He's now something Castiglione or something, right? Or Constantinoli or some shit. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name. I'll butcher it. Do you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, they dropped the ball with Cesaro. He should have been this. He should have been that. He should have been the other. Can y'all tell me what he's done of note where he's at now? Because I'm not going to hear anything but crickets. I'm not going to say the same thing, obviously, for John freaking Moxley. That's stupid. But remember, Cesaro was touted that way. There was a lot of people that were touted that way, went other places and ain't done shit. In all actuality, Ricochet can go anywhere and put on the same match and get over everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to win. You don't have to go over to get over. We've said that
True.
time and time again. We've said that for years. You don't have to win to be popular. But for God's sakes, let's not pretend that he's going to go to AEW and be a star. If he were to go to TNA, and him and Mustafa Ali got into some shit, because we're going to talk about Mustafa Ali here in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, because they have eyes on him too.
Right. His progress that he's made. He wasn't doing bad in WWE. He just wasn't getting over. He couldn't get over to save his life. He got a couple of times where he got the crowd behind him and it was good. The whole heel faction thing. Remember, it was like a hijacking hackers thing that was on there. It was like a control your narrative, but lame. I don't know what to call it. But it was like a lame ass control your narrative hack. It was weird. I didn't like it. Even that wasn't awful. But there was just never enough ground swelling under him. TNA is a smaller watched company. They have a fraction of the views. They have a fraction of the audience in the building. They tape in advance. It's going to always seem like you're a bigger star in a smaller company. It's called big fish, small pond syndrome. And I don't know if it's an actual clinical term, and I don't know it's a clinical term because I'm not a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or a proctologist. I have no clue what is wrong with your ass. So, the way I look at it is big fish, small pond syndrome. Okay. You were in WWE, you were a superstar. You went to another company that's a whole lot smaller company, but because you have former WWE, your dong is 10 times bigger. I don't know. That's kind of the way they act, or the way they're treated, at least. It's like everybody who walks into TNA from AED or from WWE is Ron Jeremy, and everybody else is Screech. I don't know. I'm trying to find somebody to compare people to, and I got nothing.
That was terrible. I don't know what that was. Yeah, that was just no.
Yeah, it was different. Anyway,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Though, you're going to a smaller venue. It's gonna have more people behind you because there's a lot of people that don't care about your former WWE. You're automatically going to be over.
We got some comments. Unfortunately, I can't see them on the side here.
This shit again?
Yeah, it's weird. Brian Scott, he lawn darted into the truck. He actually ricocheted for once. Tommy Scott, Ricochet comes back as Prince Puma. That could be a thing. Christopher Philip Smith saying good evening. What's up, man? Tommy Scott coming back. It was called Retribution. That's right. And Christopher Smith saying he enjoyed meeting us at the Birthday of Champions. Total Pros. Thank you. We try. Tommy said, look at Matt Hardy. He was a tag guy in WWE and then went to TNA, become a big star, and then went back to the same old in WWE.
Oh my God, we had a shitload of comments.
Yeah, we did. And we probably still have some more coming in too. So
yeah, Scott
Larson sending a superstar baseball player to a AAA for ticket sales.
Right. Brian Scott saying Ron heard a woo.
Mm-hmm. Ethan Page, Andre Chase, all the NXT UK guys, and Lexus King are the only ones that have outside experience in NXT. Well,
yeah. Let's see here.
Are you able to see it now?
Yeah, I've got the comments. I've got crazy much comments to go through.
All right. Well, let me tap out and tap in real quick. Tag out.
Yeah, you got to hit refresh, genius. Luke Childers, this Saturday, I am at Asylum Pro Wrestling for This Show Is For Everyone. That's where I am this Saturday. Yeah. The Vikings. Ivar, he's injured now, right? There's two of them. Let's see. Look at Matt Hardy. He was a tag guy, went to TNA, became a big star, went back to E, same old in WWE. Tommy, kind of. He also had a totally insane gimmick when he went to TNA. The whole broken and woken Matt Hardy thing was over. Man, Chris, definitely enjoyed meeting you. Thank you. Gratefully appreciate the compliment there, man. Really do. There was a lot of work that went into that weekend. Ricochet comes back as Prince Puma. I don't think so. I mean, lawn darted. Yup, he ricocheted. Tonga have a feast and Samoa have a bonfire. Okay. So Tonga and Samoa, not the same thing. Okay. I didn't know that. It's pronounced Hikaleo. Okay. Hikaleo. Got it. Hikaleo. This is funny. Yeah, it's not many of them. It's not many. Well, hold up. I'm not gonna count NXT UK as outside. Most of them cats had indie experience anyway. Even if it was European indies, they still had indie experience, man. There is some StreamYard is all kinds of broken tonight. It's fucking hilarious. It's abysmal that we pay this much money for this service, and it's such a piece of shit. But I'm used to it now. You knew a girl named Anime? That's just awful. And it looks like Estacado is back. Looks like he's back. What's up?
Yo,
So
back.
this whole thing, StreamYard is like a broke bitch tonight.
It happens. It is what it is. Shout out to Miss Majestic Marie, who's also live right now.
Is
Peaches
she?
and Power Bombs. Yeah, she's live right now.
No
Watching her
shit.
stream. Shout out to you. Hey.
Oh my goodness. I did not know that she was live. I'm going to have to find her stream and freaking share it. Don't tell me you're a wrestling fan if you don't know who Jimmy King is. Damn it. There are people that cannot do that, and it is funny to me.
He's one of my favorite heel wrestlers of all time.
Jimmy King? He wasn't a heel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, whatever.
Diamond Dallas Page was the heel in that, sir.
Yeah, I caught the reference. Yes.
That's awful. No, I don't know if I can.
I have the DVD. Well, it was in my car at one point, but it's somewhere around here.
Oh no, mine's. I got mine. I still haven't showed my kids that movie.
Oh, what are you doing?
I gotta show the kids that movie.
You gotta show them that movie.
One of my favorite parts is I always like the smell. It reminds me of French toast. French toast dipped in shit. It's like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Because they're talking about a septic truck that they just rolled over.
That's funny.
Like, where the hell do you get French toast from a septic truck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you got to show them that movie. That's a classic.
Yes, I need to. Won't be this weekend because I'm on the road 2 nights. Anyway, let's recap Battlegrounds. And StreamYard is still freaking broken. This thing is pissing me off. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and restart. You go ahead and flap your gums for a minute, and hopefully it'll fix.
Flap my gums.
Yeah, talk about something decent.
All right. You gonna reset complete? All right, he left. Fine. Leave me all by myself. All right.
Fucking suck.
You're back.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Saying.
All you do is hit the refresh button on the top of the screen, and it makes it better. You don't
Yeah,
have
I know.
to log out and log back in or whatever the hell.
So we talked about Ricochet, right?
Yeah, we've talked
And
about everything already.
Not really. I kind of want to bring up something that kind of, well, we can wait to kind of go over to AEW from that, because some people are teasing. They think that, because the whole deal with Ricochet, that he's on his way out, and he would be probably end up on AEW eventually, because that's what a lot of people are saying. What do you think of a match, the possibility between a match of him and Ospreay again?
Okay, that's cool. Is he gonna come back from his sabbatical for that match? Because Ospreay's been there 3 months and already taken a break. Huh? Huh? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Is he gonna have to take 2 months off after that match with Ricochet? I'm not gonna let that go.
You're not.
No, I'm not. I can't believe, dude. Look at the shit this weekend. Think about it like this. Look at the shit this weekend. We had guys working back-to-back nights this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Shit, we worked back to back.
Oh, well, yeah, we did. Ring announcing, commentary. And I even added some shit to y'all while y'all were on commentary. It wasn't much, but I would give you some nuggets every now and then.
Yeah. Did that machine record everything on the audio in the machine too, or just on the stream, by the way?
It's just on the StreamYard. So here's the thing. I've had this conversation with Majestic already, so I knew you were gonna fucking ask me.
Damn.
So here's where it's at. on a standard production, commentary goes to the camera. The camera records it on the camera. What we did was we streamed it live. You're only going to get what we could get. Y'all could hear him just fine in the headset, but you could barely hear him or hear him a little bit, and he got garbled or whatever on the stream. That's going to happen.
Sad face. I thought that it was simultaneously happening at the same time where the machine itself, because doesn't have like a SD card. You would think it would save on the SD card too.
It does. Hold on. It does. I didn't put an SD card in it. And if I wanted to, I could have ran OBS and recorded it from OBS as well. I didn't want to. I was trying to broadcast out the stream without having to deal with all that shit. You're getting, look, what's built works.
Sad face though.
I understand
audio.
your boo-boo hurts. I get your boo-boo hurts. I understand that. Tell Kate to kiss it, make it better. Won't be me.
I was hoping Boo will kiss the boo-boo because he was happy he did commentary because it was Boo.
Yes, he was awesome on commentary too. So if y'all haven't seen it, go check this out. What the hell?
Why'd you kick me out?
That?
Why? I didn't touch anything.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that the enter button does that. I grabbed my mouse and the enter button on my keyboard did that.
Yeah, you like to double click.
I just kind of thumbed it. You should be used to that. Anyway, Keith Noble checking in. Yeah, we're on YouTube. Yes. Ricky Owens, good evening, my brothers. Yes, we mentioned Jimmy King earlier.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we mentioned Jimmy King earlier. I will rule you. I will reign supreme. I will show my kids that movie. Maybe, you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do tonight when I get off air.
Awesome.
I might
Family
pull the
movie
up.
night.
Yeah. We will see how they are. He's the best wrestler, better than all the wrestlers. Got to show him ready to rumble and no holds barred. I don't know about no holds barred. I don't think I need my son running around yelling Dookie. I don't need that at all because that's what would happen. He would be running around yelling Dookie.
All right. Well, let's run down NXT results real quick. Battleground, and then we'll hit up our predictions for Clash of the Castle.
Yep, then we'll move into that indie shit.
Hey.
So Kalani Jordan won a 6-woman ladder match to become the first ever NXT Women's North American champ. That match was fun. That match was really fun. I was surprised at how well it went. I'm not gonna lie. I was concerned. But for Kalani Jordan, less than 2 years under her belt in the ring, she looked amazing in that match. It was a really good matchup. I was not really impressed or enthused with this matchup, and that is Axiom and Nathan Frazier defeating the OC to retain the NXT tag titles. I mean, neither team is bad. I don't care. I could not care. Okay, so watch out for the Pyro. Pyro spelled Pyro. Pyro, not Pyro.
Watch out for the Pyro. I mean, that's one of my guys in my faction. His name is the Peruvian Nightmare, Piero.
No, we ain't talking about. He was referencing Jimmy King.
I was being a smartass. Yeah.
Why the hell are you saying Jimmy Ward? You meant to say Jimmy King again.
Yeah.
Oh my Christ. Nah, Lord have mercy. Somebody help this fucking guy. Anyway, actually, I'm a Nathan Frazier just didn't do it for me. As far as like them going against the OC. The OC travel battle tested team. Great team to watch. Actually, I'm a Nathan Frazier. Really fun team to watch.
Mm-hmm.
That was the clash of styles that I didn't like.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't it didn't hit the right buttons for me, I guess. It didn't tickle the pickle in the correct way. If that makes sense. What do you want me to say? It didn't hit me in the places I wanted it to hit me. This was a weird match, an NXT Underground match.
Mm-hmm.
Lola Vice defeating Shayna Baszler. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Though I gotta hand it, the nerd in me has been liking the gear Shayna Baszler has been coming out to. All of her gear has been Warhammer inspired, 40K inspired. That's really freaking dope.
Right.
The wrestling nerd in me was like, oh yeah, it was dope. But yeah, I thought it was a cool match. It was just kind of, I agree, it was kind of weird.
Right. The hell is this? Brother Silas said, "I'll see you on Saturday." Oh, that's right. That's that
nice.
guy, dude. So listen to this. I'll.
Can we wait till
the NXT thing? Let's finish the NXT thing, then I'll do that thing.
Good.
Okay. See, I was tracking.
Good job.
Femi defeated Wesley and Joe Coffey in a triple threat to retain the NXT North American title.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect that to happen. I really thought Wesley was going to pin Joe Coffey.
Oh.
But I'm down with this. Obafemi, Wesley, Joe Coffey, that was fun. 2 bruisers and a flyer, and it was fun.
I like the chemistry between the three of them. That was a pretty cool match.
Yep. Now, wasn't all that thrilled with the outcome of this one. Roxanne Perez defeated Jordan Grace to retain the NXT Women's title. Listen, I knew Jordan wasn't going to win, but the fact that Jordan had her earring ripped out and blood running down her shit, and I think she was bleeding in her mouth too. I was just like, this isn't what I expected to see. I thought it was going to be way different, but it wasn't a bad match. It just wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting Jordan Grace to dominate the match and then a quick turnaround, Pop Rocks, game over. That's what I was looking for.
Pop Rocks. Okay.
That's her move.
Yeah.
Her finisher's called Pop Rocks. So quick turnaround, Pop Rocks, game over. Yeah. It's like a bouncing Canadian destroyer, right?
Yeah, sort of, kind of, yeah. I guess you could say that, yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's like a bouncing Canadian. It's odd. Trick Williams, Ethan Page, NXT title. Great matchup here. This was awesome. Ethan Page came out the game swinging. Number one, we talked about it last week. Ethan Page handed a microphone, and in 5 to 7 minutes of that promo, he was a bigger star than he ever was in AEW. That's fucking scary. That is a scary thought. I thought Ethan Page was a solid talent when he was tag teaming with the guy in TNA. You know what I'm talking about? It's not Josh Martin. It's Josh Alexander. The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, was his tag team partner, right? Okay. That's who that guy looked like last night that I was talking about, and I couldn't remember his fucking name. It was Josh Alexander. I kept wanting to say Josh Martin, but I know it's not Josh Martin because I know 2 Josh Martins, and neither one of them look like that guy. That dude looks like Josh Alexander. But either way, Ethan Page came out swinging and looked good in his opening match. Debut matchup for the title. Shit, it don't get no better than that.
Yeah.
Unless you win, which he didn't. Trick Williams retained that title.
Yep.
Dude.
And then that announcement, I like how they're setting up. All right, you did good. We're going to set up this next challenge for you. So that's going to be fun. And I think it's cool because it sets eyes on other new talent and other names, and we'll see how it goes.
Right.
100%. who do you think is going to be his next
Winning that.
challenger?
Oh, so the battle royal that they're doing is for the North American title.
Hmm.
Who's going to step up next to him? I don't know, man. I think it's going to be somebody from I think it'll be like Noam Dar or some dumb shit. It'll be somebody he's going to beat the brakes off of. They're going to give him a good match. Noam Dar can go. The Supernova, oh, he can get it. But as far as like a challenge that I think is going to take the strap off of him, I got nothing right now.
Yeah.
I got nobody. It's kind of like Cody. I got nobody right now that makes any sense for Cody to lose to. I just don't.
Wendy Chu even showing off a new look here.
I like that. I like that. Well, I liked her gimmick anyway. There were so many people, this is dumb. No, it's fucking fun. Don't hate on fun. Did people get, I'm sure there was a couple people, but you used to sit on the seesaw and pick your nose and flick them and shit. and now here you are being mad at somebody else for
big
having
angry.
a gimmick. Exactly. I don't understand that. Really quickly, we're gonna knock out the predictions for Clash at the Castle, which is this Saturday, and then we're gonna get into some indie news because we got to talk about the seminar. That's what I'm calling that.
All right. Okay. The
It's
semi
a
seminar.
seminar. Yeah, semi. Yeah, it's a seminar. That's what I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, World Heavyweight title, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Who you got?
Who are you gonna say? You gonna say something?
I was gonna say Damian Priest.
Drake.
Yeah, I was getting ready to completely.
Weird fusion of is that?
Yeah.
I want to see Drew win this. I really do. It's in his hometown. It the guy deserves it. You know what I mean? So I think that'd be great. Yeah, I think I Drew.
I got Drew too. Well, if we're wrong, we're gonna both be fucking wrong. Okay, we're gonna do that game. If we're gonna be wrong on that one, we're gonna both be wrong on that one.
But hold on, now that you mentioned that,
man, fuck you. Shut up.
No, because you brought it. No, because hold on, because you did make a good point the last time we talked about Drew setting him up for Punk.
This is setting him up for Punk.
You think so? Do you think this will set him up for? Okay, all right.
Yes, yes. This is the exact train of events I told you would happen.
Okay, all right.
Because he's already got Gunther at SummerSlam or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? Because Gunther won the King of the Ring. So you got a Money in the Bank coming up too.
Yeah. All right.
Trust me. I'm working here. Okay. I'm working here. Undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles in an I Quit match.
Cody will retain.
Yeah. Piper Niven challenging WWE Women's Champion Bayley.
Bayley all the way.
Got Bayley. Okay. Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn, Chad Gable.
Sami retains.
Here's my thing.
Though I am liking.
I am too.
I'm loving the fact that Sami is a champ right now, but I'm also liking this awkwardness that Chad Gable has himself in with Alpha Academy.
Here's one thing. Here's one thing in my brain right now that's kind of got me a little iffy.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather see the dissolution of the Alpha Academy than I would see Chad Gable win that title. So
I think that's where it's going, honestly.
I do too, but it's like that's what I want. I don't want Chad to win the title this way. And then because if he wins, the Alpha Academy is going to continue.
Mm.
If he loses, it's going to blow up. And I like that better. So I
Yeah.
don't want him to win because of that reason. That's awful. I don't want him to get an Intercontinental title run because I want to see his faction die instead. I'm over the Alpha Academy. I like Maxine Dupree. Yes, she needs some work in the ring. Yes, I'm not going to deny that at all. Akira Tozawa's been around for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with him? He's fun. Just let him have fun. Otis is a comedy character now.
Oh yeah, he's great.
What are you going to do? Put him against Braun Strowman? Like, because that's probably realistically the only person that he could go against, and it kind of makes sense. Them two would be fun. That's like watching Big Show and Mark Henry go at it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But what else you got? You ain't got. I don't like the Alpha Academy. I'm over the Alpha Academy. The whole thing's done to me. But so that's what I got there. I got Sammy retaining as well, and hopefully it's so that goes away. Women's Tag Team Championship is a triple threat, and it is Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. That's gonna be fun. I love Isla Dawn. Damn, sorry, my bad. I love Isla Dawn. I really do. I love Isla Dawn. I think she is phenomenal. I've watched her since NXT UK, and I have been a fan ever since. Take that for what you want. And Alba Fire has been fantastic as well. I honestly believe that both of those women are better performers than Shayna or Zoe, in my opinion. Belair is top of the chart. She's top of the food chain for women's competitors right now. And Jade Cargill is doing wonderful.
Yes.
She's doing
and I think that's the interaction I'm waiting is for her and Shayna Baszler to they're gonna go at it. They're gonna have to. And I'm excited for the interaction. Yeah. In this matchup. I think that's gonna be like the big highlight of the match will be those two going at it. But I think the champs are gonna retain.
Well, here's the thing, man. I'm with you because I don't see anybody being able to take it off of them yet.
Not yet, anyway.
To me, it's too early.
It
coming off of Damian Priest, okay, this makes sense. It coming off of anybody else on that card, I don't see it. I'm good. But if y'all want a reaction that'll really go nuts after Drew wins that belt, send CM Punk's ass out. 100%. I mean, music and all. Have him interrupt that. Oh my God. The fucking heat that would draw. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank
Again?
you.
Yeah.
Yes. Just like he did at the end of the Survivor Series. Yup.
Yeah.
Same spot. Do it again. That right there, that's Tickle the Pickle worthy. Okay, that's exactly what the fuck that is. That is all in, baby. Oh, dude, I got more shit to talk about when we do the indie stuff. I can't wait. We're gonna talk about the seminar that happened. Brother Silas has already alluded to things. Listen here.
We'll get to that, but I still want to finish up here. Was that it? I think that was it.
Right? It was only 5 matches.
Yeah, but shout out to Javon Evans pushing his opponent to the limit. Sean Spears, like everybody's talking about that, man. That kid, every match he's putting on has just been magic, dude.
Right?
Every single time. So we're gonna see, of course, we can see more of this kid. It seems like we're seeing it almost every week now, and I'm not complaining.
No,
not at all.
No, the dude's magic. He's money. I'm happy to see the guy on TV every week. No bullshit. Brother Silas chimed in and said you should dissolve your association with Travis Trammell. Found himself on the wrong side of the church now, and that's not a good place to be. Hey man, listen.
So I guess we're transitioning over to the indie stuff.
Yeah, we're doing the indie stuff. Yeah,
we're in the indie stuff now.
We were going to the indie stuff when you jumped in on Javon Evans.
I know.
I
I'm
was
just letting
already
the fans at
transitioning.
home
I was already
watching
transitioning. I
doing
know.
indie stuff
I
now.
was already transitioning, and you're look here. You are fucking up the train again.
All your trains are cabooses.
You know, I can't.
WCW rules, brother.
I
Hey,
can't. I can't help what happens. On a Saturday or Sunday night somewhere. That's not my problem. Listen to me. Listen. But he's talking over here about my association with Travis Trammell.
mhm.
Travis Trammell hired me to work a show. So because he hired me to work a show, this is the podcast thing is part of the deal.
It is. It
The
is
whole
part of the
bit.
deal.
That's
It's
that's
part
the
of the
whole bit.
package.
So Brother Silas is upset. Here's what went down. This
Why
is
he didn't get airtime? Is that
no,
is
he
that
was
what it
he
is?
was on air. Brother Silas was on air.
You know how they always want more airtime. They think they didn't get
Well,
enough.
here's what happened. Tuesday night,
All right.
I went to Boiling Springs, South
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Carolina. I went to Asylum Pro Wrestling. Their
mm-hmm.
training nights are Tuesday and Thursday every week, and they
Nice.
run shows every Friday night. Well,
Oh,
I had been in talks with the owner and the booker and this one, and all of a sudden it's like, no, I want you to come out because we want you to talk and explain some of the social media shit to these guys. And we'll run a I was like, yeah, no problem. I'll do social media and promo coverage. How's that? And they were like, perfect. Fuck it. You can promo. I was like, I can, thank you. And what I did was I got up there and talked to him about social media and marketing and look, keep your fucking world separate. You've got to keep your world. If you can't keep your world separate, you're doomed for failure. Me, I don't care. I don't care. My personal page also it has a lot of wrestling shit on it. If you just want to see the wrestling shit, go follow the Wrestling Wire and leave Ron the fuck alone. It doesn't matter anymore. Like I literally don't care. Um, I'm not going to tell you who I vote for because that's stupid. You eliminate half your audience. If I'm going through some things mentally, and I don't talk about it on here, more than likely I'll acknowledge it on Facebook. Other than that, I don't really care. You'll see me tagging posts or being tagged in posts by my friends or people who want to hang out with me or do shit together, or whatever the case may be. But either way, I explained try to keep your world separate, you know, and how to LLC versus sole proprietorship. So it's like I used Luke Childers from the Bottom Line podcast. I used him as an example. I said, all right. I said, for right now, I said, you own the Bottom Line. So that's part of your company. I said, you don't want a sole proprietorship. You want an LLC. That way that shit doesn't cost you money to operate. I then looked at the crowd and I'm like, any of y'all got podcasts? And they were like, no. I'm like, great. Every fucking one of you needs to go look up a sole proprietorship. And you can put it under an LLC if you want to do other shit too,
it's true. That's
but
smart.
put it under a sole proprietorship. So, how great would it be for your training that you've just paid to be here? You just paid them. How great would it be to get that back at the end of the year as a tax write off? How great would it be to get your gas mileage back every week for when you ride out here, and every time you go to a show, and every time you work a show, and when you eat on your way to and from said show? Like, do not leave money on the table ever. You don't leave money on the fucking table. You don't do it. You can't do it. I was like, there are people. I asked somebody there, I'm like, how many trainees do y'all lose a year? And they were like, I don't know, 5, 8, somewhere in that number. I'm like, all right, cool. I said, so that's this one small school. Look at the bigger schools and look at how many of these bitches exist around the world. There's thousands of these. I
Mhm.
said, so you mean to tell me 100,000 people a year drop out of their dream because they couldn't afford it, they couldn't hack it, they didn't have the passion enough for it? I said, but a lot of people, especially in our area, it comes to money. It comes to money. They can't afford to keep running up and down the road. They can't afford to keep paying that training fee. I was like, why not write it off? You can do that with a sole proprietorship. Go look this shit up. And then we did a promo class. What I did was they had some trainees in there, and they also had some guys help training in there. So I called up uh 2 wrestlers and 1 trainee. Called up 2 wrestlers and 1 trainee, and I gave them each a scenario. I'm like, all right, you are wrestling here Friday night against the champ. You are wrestling Saturday at this place for this company, and you don't know who your opponent is, and you are just getting done with your match. Tell me why my ass needs to come back here next week. Well, the guy who just finished his match was my most seasoned wrestler in there, and knocked it out of the park. 90 seconds, 2 minutes, done. Game over. Big props to him. I'm not going to name names on people because I don't need to. My guy that I said, listen, you're working for this other company. You don't know who your opponent is. I've been saying for a while, the kid's money and the kid's magic, and we've been watching him develop the last couple of years. He's been on the road with me a couple times. And at 17 years old, did a great job. Then we had the trainee. The trainee did their best. They went a little long, but did their best. Somebody who's never cut a promo in their life got in there and tried to cut a promo. And also, you're talking about on stage in front of the whole class, in front of the whole training school, standing next to my ass, which they don't know me from Adam. Thank God. They don't know who I am. And at the end of it all, I was like, all right, thank y'all for doing this. Now, who wants to tell me what they missed? Somebody said they didn't miss anything. I was like, I looked up, and all of a sudden, out of the back comes Chris Thunder Anderson. What time does the show start? Nobody mentioned time. And I was like, that's a very important thing. I was like, but my most important thing that was missed, what was the price tag for my ass to get through the door? You didn't mention the price tag. And everybody was like, oh my God. I'm like, there you go. That's what I wanted. I wanted you guys to think about it and put the pieces together yourselves. That seminar lasted less than 45 minutes, maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Really? All right.
Including all the examples. I was there for another 2 hours conversing with different people about different parts of everything. Dead serious. I didn't leave there till after 9. And I was done around 7:30, 7:45. I didn't get home till 10 o'clock on Tuesday night. Dead serious. Because I got that much feedback from the talent of the company that was there, as well as, people I'm going to tell you I look up to in this business, veterans and the newcomers. It was like I got every piece of back, every feedback you could imagine from all of them. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So you can now book the Wrestling Wire Talent 4 seminars at your look. He knows when I got there.
Well, 10:20.
10:20. I didn't get home till 10:20 that night.
Ooh.
I drove past his house, so that's how he knew. Drove past his house. My kids were at his house, so I had to go there to get the kids. So, man, look, it was crazy to get that much feedback in that amount of time. But apparently, right after I walked out of the building, because I was outside talking, because you know me, I'm going to smoke. So I went outside.
And you're going to talk. Yeah.
Out. Apparently, while I was outside, some ass whipping happened. Brother Silas and the church jumped people in the building that were training and then left. I never saw them leave. I never saw them show up. So I don't know where they were, but they jumped 3 trainees in a ring.
That's not nice.
No. It was bad, and so now they're banned from APW or suspended for God knows how long. I haven't talked to Adam. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. It's just like this is nuts that they're doing this. Why are you attacking trainees? Why are you hitting them kids? Y'all grown ass men.
Sending a message. I guess they were looking for you and didn't find you, so they took it out on the kids.
I am glad they didn't find me. I am glad they didn't find me. Dagon had a freaking chain wrapped around his forearm and fist. A chain. He was choking out some dude that was about 6'4". One of their trainees is this monster kid. I don't know. I'm like, what the? Because I ran back in there to get my drink, and there's bodies on the ground, and I'm like, what the hell happened? It was weird, dude. I was so confused, and somebody was like, the brotherhood or the church showed up, and here we go. The church showed up and whipped their asses. Why? I didn't understand it, but apparently it's all stuff that's going to be coming ahead Friday and Saturday of this week anyway. But man, doing that seminar was cool. That was fun. I was a little nervous about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But it sounds like the kids got a lot of good knowledge. Even some vets got some good knowledge there. So
Well,
I mean, I think it was worth it.
It was solid, dude. It was definitely solid. Like I say, we're available for seminars. We'll talk on social media and promo stuff.
We are dope.
Okay, all right. Well, I am. I don't know about you. You can market whatever you want to market. But I'm marketing.
I'll be down to do some seminars. Why not?
I'm sure you would. You got to you got to have a decent talking point. What are you going to talk to them about?
Marketing.
Oh, you're going to steal my gimmick. Look at you. God, you're making that South Park cliche even more accurate. They took your job.
All right, moving on. What else you got going on?
I know you love that shit. I know you love that shit.
Moving on.
Moving on. Okay. Oh man. I don't know, dude. What we got coming up this weekend? It's gonna be crazy. I think that's where I'm at now. Oh. You want to talk about last weekend? The birthday of champion show? Do you want to talk about
it was great. It was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I got to do commentary with Boo.
And Majestic Marie.
Majestic Marie, fantastic. To her first time doing live commentary, so she should be really proud of it. I think she did a fantastic job.
She was awesome.
Got to meet some legends. Unfortunately, didn't get some pictures of some of them, but it is what it is. We were busy.
Yeah, we were busy. I had to go grab his ass from a video game tournament so we could work.
Yeah, it was fun. I was busy. Making content. Content is king. Got to hang out. Got to hang out with the Buff and Stuff podcast guys and Buff Bagwell himself. Fantastic. Let's see. Some of the matches were great. Well, let's say the matches were great. It was a fun time. The show was fun.
Oh yeah, we had a great time.
Made some new friends. Shout out to a lot of people. I have a long list.
Yeah, it was a time, dude.
Long car ride, but it was worth it. You're a fun road guy to hang out with on the road.
Oh Jesus.
Guys took us to an awesome little coffee shop that had Cubano coffee, and it was fantastic. Best coffee I've ever had in my life.
Yes.
So it wasn't lying.
No.
Overall, it was a great weekend. Our setup worked. I just wish we would have at the same time recorded on an SD card at the same time. But besides that,
I'm actually gonna try that and see how that works, because if that's the case, I'll just buy some SD cards as well, and we'll just have to dub them. But my thing is, it'll only be audio; it won't be video.
No, I mean, the way that I understand how it works is you hook it up and it acts like a microphone to your computer, right? So whatever program you're using to record is going to pick it up. But at the same time, simultaneously, you put an SD card in the machine, it should record on the machine as well. So you should be
It
getting
records
two
the
separate.
audio,
Yes.
not the video. Well,
No.
that's my thing. So the audio was a little messed up, but I'll see what I can do with that. I'll try running an SD card in another show and see what happens. I get that you can do both at the same time. I thought about running OBS as well as StreamYard to see how that functioned. That was my next thought, was trying to do both. But anyway, it was a fun show. Eric Nelson, thank you. Birthday of Champions was great. We had a lot of fun.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Hope to do it again.
Yeah. We've already been asked about next year. I can't reveal anything on air. You and I will have to have a meeting when the show is over.
All right, I'm cool with that.
So we'll have a meeting when the show's over. Let's hit that indie shit though. Let's talk about what we got coming up this weekend, because this weekend is going to be fun and exciting and crazy. Starting off tomorrow night, Charlotte, North Carolina, XWW returns. It's the return of Quest for Extreme Heatwave. Show starts at 7, free admission. That's Lenny Boy Brewing Company. Guys, there are some bangers on this card. If you don't believe me, go check out XWW's Facebook page, Extreme World Wrestling. I promise you, tomorrow night's going to be off the charts in Charlotte, North Carolina. And this one
awesome
is
wrestling all over the place. And the next one,
that's you.
Insurgents Pro Wrestling is back this Saturday in Eden, North Carolina. Come watch as the IPW World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Tyler Bruins versus Nate Burnham. He's 6 foot sexy versus the Outlaw himself. You have TDT coming out, the Gate City Guardian. You have Baby Lotion Brown coming out, Luke Hamilton, Antonio Stevensons, The Wave, Buddy Flowers and Metallico, and Mike Robinson versus Trey Tucker. All these and more. And guess what? Tickets are only $10. Front row is $15. Kids 5 and under are free. And this is going to be in Eden, North Carolina. So if you're in the Eden area up here, Southern Virginia area, go check it out.
Oh, all right. 1 second here. I'm working on pulling up the next one. That's you.
And if you're in the DMV area near Maryland, Northern Virginia, and the like, then come on out to Fairfax, Virginia at the JCC, where MATW is back for some more wrestling action. Come hang out as they have incredible matches. They have O'Shea Edwards teaming up with the Horsemen. You have Rhett Titus going for the title against Doug Delicious. Ace Montana teaming up with Chase Emery and Blade Brown. All these matches and more. Plus Audrey Allen going against Amanda Kiss. What more can you ask for? Northern Virginia, Nova Wrestling is coming again this weekend. Tickets ringside $25. General admission is only $20. Kids 12 and under $10, and that's going to be off of Little River Turnpike in Fairfax, Virginia, at the JCC.
Yep, that's wrestling at the J. You got another one to do.
Another one? Is it the one that I sent you earlier?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's Integrity Championship Wrestling. Unfortunately, we couldn't get them on this week to do a rundown because we normally do those for Integrity Championship Entertainment, but they have an amazing matchup. If you're in the Lumberton, North Carolina area near Ring Wars, North Carolina, come catch Integrity Championship Entertainment for Run That Fade. You have the current ICE champion defending his title against the formal title, the king himself. You have Caden Pierre making his debut. You have Elliot Shock, and it's going to be at the RCW Ring Wars Carolina Arena in Lumberton, North Carolina. Tickets for adults are $10. Kids are $5. Anybody under 6 is free. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Bell time is at 7. Be there, Lumberton, North Carolina. Don't miss out.
That is right. Now, where you can find me this Saturday is right here at Asylum Pro Wrestling, Boiling Springs, South Carolina, a benefit show for the South Carolina School for the Deaf and the Blind. This show is for everyone. Front row $15, general admissions 10, kids are 5, and 5 and under are free. We've got a triple threat match for the God's Gift Championship. That's a ladder match. Josh Breezy, Sanson, and James Self Standard. We've got women in action as well as Lindsay goes up against her toughest challenge yet in Lexi Steele. And Christopher Prince, this has been changed. I do not have the updated graphic. Christopher Prince will be defending against Justin Kindred Allen, not Stephen Meeks. Also, David, Lindsay put out a promo earlier this week about Caitlin Marie. Or not Caitlin Marie, son of a bitch. Lexi Steele. I completely named the wrong person. Lexi Steele.
Wow,
dude,
you ruined it.
Soiled it. Happens.
Soiled it.
It happens. It's okay. I swear to drunk, I'm not God.
Womp womp. All right.
Did I say that right? I think I did. Anyway, that's coming up this Saturday live, Bowling Springs. So you know where to find me. Charlotte Friday, Bowling Springs Saturday. Coming up after that, June the 21st. Tommy Dreamer, Psycho Boy Fodder, XWW presents Cruel Summer. This is another free show. Bell time 7:30. This is at the Waxhaw Tap House in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Guys, you don't want to miss it. This is going to be a great time. Anytime you get to be around former WWE star, former legend, he's not a former legend, he is a legend. And in my opinion, he's also a Hall of Famer. Tommy Dreamer, I can't wait to see this.
This could be a hell of a match.
I got a feeling this is going to get extreme. And this one is you.
Ladies and gentlemen, BWA Wrestling coming back to Eden, North Carolina, June 22nd. You already seen some of the matchups. We showed some of them on the poster last week, but you have an amazing lineup. Antonio Steven, Baby Lotion Brown, Stephen Meeks. You have La Cultura making their debut, Morgan Dash. It's going to be an amazing match. Amazing night of amazing matches. Don't miss out. Saturday, the 22nd, at the end of the month. 621 Summit Road. Front row tickets are $15. Cheddar admission is $10. Kids 5 and under are free. Doors open at 4:30. Bell time is at 5. Don't miss it. It's gonna be fantastic. It's just some of that. Luke Fury versus Morgan Dash. There we go. Justin Kindred versus Killjoy. Stephen Meeks versus Zion. I think that may have changed. Chase, yes, that has changed, I think. And then Chase Emery versus JD Pruitt. That's not Chase. Chase versus JD Pruitt.
Yes.
And Don Pete versus Christian Rayo. Piero, the Peruvian Nightmare versus Baby Lotion Brown. That's going to be a fun match. That's going to be all over the place. Cobalt, the Crusader versus Trey Dorula. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 competitors in a gauntlet match to be the number one contender for the BWA Undisputed Championship. Draken, Tyler Bruins, my boy, Mr. AOK is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Don't miss out.
Man, look, coming up June the 22nd, Ring of Fire presents Champions Fallout. This is going to be nuts because we, as discussed last week, this guy right here, Jay Lethal, is going to be teaming up with the current Ring of Fire Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Spotlight Scotty Brooks. I still haven't gotten. I had some emails and some messages, some phone calls. I still haven't decided who's going against him yet. I haven't made my decision.
You have to decide?
Yeah, I got to pick. It's kind of weird.
Who do you think deserves it? What's the criteria?
They have to be current and operating talent of Ring of Fire. I can't bring in somebody from outside. I've got to have current Ring of Fire talent. They've got to be Ring of Fire guys. So it's been kind of a hard decision because I'm new to Ring of Fire. So I have to check and double check, and I have to go back and look at film to find out if it's worth it. It's been a burden trying to choose this. But check that out on the 22nd. Friday, July 19th. Look at this. Already getting shit for July in here. 19th.
Dano the Daddy-O making his
The
debut.
debut of Dan the Dad. That's right. That'll be cool. That will be at Lenny Boy Brewing. I can't wait to see what this guy has in store for us. Parade of Champions Pro Wrestling Union coming back one more time. We're doing it September the 7th in
Una vez
Lexington,
más.
South Carolina. I can't wait
Otra
for that one.
vez. Otra vez.
Look at the talent on this, man. Landon Hale, Drew Hood, Chase Emery, AJ Kazana.
The Brute. I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever match he's in, he's gonna win. That's guaranteed. My money's on him.
Let's I got a great idea for who I want to see him fight, but I just don't know what they're gonna do here. We sponsored that, and remember, folks, next week, tune in right here live on the 20th at 8 o'clock.
A las 8, a las 20.
At 8 o'clock. Here's what's going to
8 o'clock.
happen. I'm going to show you exactly how this is going to work for 8 o'clock next week. Are you ready to see this? Are you ready to see what we got going on here? So, I got it. Well, I need a moment to clean some shit up. Hang on. Give me 1 second here. in other words, I got to delete all the conversations here. That's the problem. This don't even look right. I just wanted the standard fucking messenger like I had on my other screen. It was fine. It keeps giving me this. No, it gives me this business meta suite shit. But anyway, look, what we're going to do is this. We're going to share this screen like so. We're going to remove this flyer. And what's going to happen is this. When I say the first person to message the Wrestling Wire podcast page with the number 2 or 4 wins that many tickets. When I say that exact phrase and finish it, it'll be hot, and we'll be sitting right here watching it. You'll see this on the screen so you know it'll be real. Because I'm not going to lie and not going to cheat it. Somebody's going to message me right here on this bitch, and we're giving away tickets right here.
So, again, watch it on the 20th, 8 p.m. Yep. First one to message us on the page, the number 2 or 4 would get that many tickets from us.
And it is when I say message me. It's when I say it. Because you're gonna have me, and I believe we got a guest for the opening of the show.
I think we got Mr. Maccabee on schedule for that.
Yeah, Mr. Maccabee's coming on at 8 with us next Thursday. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's what I thought. You handled that. Thank you. I appreciate this.
I try.
I know. I've been putting a lot of work on you, but I mean, somebody's got to make you do something around here. So we've got that taken care of, and that is it, man. That is the last show we've got fully locked in. There is a couple of shows announced for October. However, they have not reached me yet.
There's a couple for July and August already. So once I get those, yeah. And we are finally, now that we have cleared up our June calendar, we're actually in the process of reaching out to everybody. Thank you, Matt Classic from AIWF. We are going to be in touch with those guys you sent over to us. We're going to be setting up that schedule and a couple of surprise guests as well who are going to be on. Not be name dropping them yet, but I got a couple of fun interviews coming our way, man. It's gonna be good times. Oh, definitely. The indie spotlight is gonna be lit. That's all I know.
Right, dude. I'm happy about it. I'm excited for the show. I think everything's gonna be going good. The way everything's gone the last year has been epic. We have gained 115 followers in the last 28 days. 115 new people following this page.
Thank you for following.
Yeah.
Hello, new people.
I think we put out less content this week in the last week than we have in the last several.
Mhm.
But our engagements were still right there. Everything's still running pretty much full steam ahead. Everything's growing. That's all I can tell you. I think one thing we had was almost 2,000% increase. Just stupid.
Awesome.
2,000% increase. So thank you guys. Thank you, the fans, for tuning in. We love it.
We
We
appreciate
love all
it.
of
Thank
you.
you for all you guys watching on Twitter/X. Thank you for joining us. Facebook Live. Thank you. YouTube, Twitter, and I think are we live on the Roku right now too?
We are live on the Roku. We have no way to tell how many people are watching us live on Roku right now. And then you will be able to catch this on, you got to help me out, Wrestling Society Network?
Versus
Wrestling
Society Network and on AIWF eventually because they're going through our back catalog as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so they've got their work cut out for them because our back catalog is freaking massive.
Yep.
That's what she said. I don't
yeah,
know.
and that reminds me, we got to start putting some more of their stuff on here as well.
So what?
Or some of their stuff on as well. That's part of the deal. But we'll talk about that later. But
yeah, if you don't give it to me, I can't.
I'm working on it. I'm getting everything ready. But as Ron says, if you want to know what's going on, the critical hit, as I like to say, hits of the weekends of the indie wrestling scene here in the North Carolinas, Virginia, and beyond, then you got to watch the Wrestling Wire.
You got to watch the Wrestling Wire. Do you know why? Because this click is the best click you can make when it comes to your social media for professional wrestling.
Because you double click to hit the link. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like, share,
hit that
and subscribe.
share button. Yeah, definitely. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We greatly appreciate all of you. And you know what? We'll see you next time. You know we'll be back next Thursday for sure. We might drop something on you in the middle of the week. Don't know yet.
We usually might.
You can always see us
at the Indies.
Deuces.